Empathy is a key component of emotional intelligence, which refers to the ability to recognize, understand, and hold space for your own and others' emotions. Certain habits, behaviors, or personality traits could make it seem as if you have less empathy, regardless of how much empathy you actually have. For instance, some symptoms associated with ADHD may suggest a lack of empathy. These symptoms might include restlessness, impulsive behavior, and difficulty paying attention or staying on task. If you live with ADHD, for example, you might catch yourself interrupting others often, get distracted easily, or seem impatient with others. You might also react to other people or situations before you take time to consider your response, which could lead to words or actions that come across as less than empathetic. You might also miss opportunities to share connections with others due to other traits often associated with ADHD, like hyperfocus. Of course, none of this means that you don't share, understand, or care about others' feelings. In fact, many people with ADHD are highly empathetic. Experts consider empathy both a trait you are born with and a skill or social response that you can cultivate. While it's certainly true that lower levels of empathy could make it harder for you to understand other people's emotions and experiences, simply having less empathy doesn't make you a bad person. Keep in mind too that empathizing with someone means you can understand their feelings and consider things from their perspective. For many people with ADHD, the world can feel chaotic, overwhelming, and difficult to navigate. Symptoms like impulsivity and difficulty focusing on tasks can make it harder to understand and process your own feelings, let alone try to appreciate what others experience. Difficulty understanding or relating to others may contribute to tension or conflict in your relationships. Good communication skills, however, can help you let your family and friends know they matter, which can improve your bonds and help you create lasting connections. The people around you usually don't notice as much about your actions or perceived flaws as you imagine they do. So even if they do notice, you tend to run 5 minutes late to everything or often jump into conversation when you get excited. They probably won't automatically assume you are unempathetic. If you live with ADHD, therapy can go a long way toward helping you understand how specific symptoms show up in your life. ADHD that goes undiagnosed and untreated can have a major impact on your life and relationships. But a trained therapist can offer specialized guidance with identifying specific symptoms and their impact, learning ways to manage those symptoms more effectively, practicing communication skills to bring up, share your needs with the people in your life, exploring ideas to connect with others in meaningful ways, unpacking any concerns that you have about a lack of empathy. A therapist can also help you explore and work through rejection-sensitive dysphoria, which is often associated with ADHD and autism. Rejection-sensitive dysphoria involves experiencing intense and overwhelming emotional distress after you received criticism or negative reactions from others, or believing that you've somehow failed yourself or disappointed others. This sensitivity to rejection can make it difficult to process and express emotions. It might also lead you to avoid situations where you worry about rejection, negative feedback, or criticism around what you perceive as your lack of empathy. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe, share, like, and comment.